A bipartisan push in the Senate to pass legislation replacing DACA could pass before the end of the year. Created under the Obama administration, DACA, Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, allows young undocumented immigrants to apply for a renewable 2-year permit. It allows these recipients, like Sandra Losa, basic necessities like a driver's license, social security number, and work permit.
I could hold a job where intellectually I can help my community, or where I don't have to use my hands and arms to prove that I'm a good employee, that I could do things on the computer, that I can have these communication skills that I could use. Not that other jobs don't require that, right? But I think for the first time in a long time, it's like you can have this office job that pays you much better than you would housekeeping in a hotel.
But this past September, the Trump administration rescinded the program, giving Congress 6 months to find a replacement. Starting March 6th, 1,000 people a day could start losing their protected status. For the nearly 800,000 dreamers in the U.S. like Sandra, the clock is ticking. Sandra arrived in the U.S. when she was just 6 years old. Her older brother was the first of her siblings to be accepted. For them, DACA was a life changer.
So I remember my brother's was the first that came in the mail. I kind of felt like we had won the lottery. And we were so proud of him because at the time he already had 2 associate's degrees, but really couldn't do anything with it. We were like, this amazing person has this, and really the sky was the limit. He's gonna do great things, and he is. He's a master's student right now in the counseling program, and so DACA has done a lot for him. So
Sandra and her sister were approved 2 months afterward, allowing them to also attend the University of Wyoming. Sandra graduated last May with a bachelor's in religious studies and now works as an administrative assistant at St. Paul's Newman Center in Laramie. She's scared yet optimistic for her future and that of all dreamers, with 4 bills in the Senate currently gaining wide support and attention, and some of them have something totally new: a pathway to citizenship. The Succeed Act allows dreamers the opportunity to become citizens after 15 years as a permanent resident and then a green card holder. The RAC Act has a 10-year path, with 5 years as a conditional permanent resident and 5 years as a green card holder. Then the DREAM Act is the fastest path, with allowing applicants to apply for citizenship after 5 years as a legal permanent resident. The Bridge Act has no path for citizenship, but serves as a 3-year visa that must be renewed by Congress. Right now, DACA does not allow dreamers to travel outside the country, but the Succeed Act and RAC Act allow international travel under conditional permanent resident status. The DREAM Act allows international travel under permanent resident status. The support on these bills also varies. The Succeed Act is supported by 3 sponsors, all are Republicans. The RAC Act has 36 sponsors, but only 1 is a Democrat. The DREAM Act has the most support, with 201 sponsors. 5 are Republican and the rest Democrats. The Bridge Act has 32 sponsors, half Democrats and half Republicans. Despite the controversy over the legality of DACA, there is overwhelming support for some sort of bill replacing DACA and protecting these young people. Some say DACA is unconstitutional because President Obama signed it as an executive order in 2012 without congressional approval after the DREAM Act failed. Ultimately, ending the program without a replacement could cost the U.S. economy. According to both right-leaning Cato Institute and left-leaning Center for American Progress, permanently revoking DACA could wipe the economy from $280 to $430 billion over the next 10 years.